see in details here.
Why we have, just for your information, why we have invited Emin Mehmedzadeh. He represents State Agency of Azerbaijan on automobile roads. So according to your methodology, you cover the case is building roads. That's why we invited him to give you, in practice, give the details about cases, how they use this platform, and how many tenders they have already through this platform. Please.
Hello again. Welcome to Baku. So I'll try to give you the information just based mainly on the roads itself, on the tender itself, because Mr. Fariz already told you most of the process. So we can go to the dashboard, for example. As is shown here, we had 12 events so far already, which were finished already last week. So we can go to one of them, for example, this one. And here we can get the information about the road, the tender. For example, this one was called M4 Bakı-Şamahi-Evlak road, and it gives the name of the company who gave the tender, announced the tender, and also the creation date, which is 5th of March of this year. And we can see that the complementary documents that are needed are the code of contract template, and general rules, which are submitted in the beginning of the event. And also the committee members that you asked previously. In the beginning of the process, the whole process, the portal is accessed by the head of the chairman of the company with his Asan Imza, and there he allocates all the committee members. He assigns all the committee members. After that, he doesn't enter all this process at all. In this situation, Mr. Usal is assigned as the buyer in this one of the committee members. So we have the committee members here, pre-committee and post-committee members. In this station, they are all the same. Sometimes they can vary depending on the stations. So already all the committee members are signed. They are checked in. Most of them are from our organization, and we also have 2 committee members from other organizations. One is from the Ministry of Finance, and the other is from the Ministry of Economy. We have the committee members that are assigned by the decree, in the inside decree, and the other 2 are obligatory from other ministries.
2 from bidder and 1 from each ministry.
No. 2 from 2 ministries.
One Ministry of Finance, another
Economy, yeah.
And 2 or 3 from bidders.
No, more than 2 or 3. We have different departments. Department of Finance has to get the information. Department of Investment, if the investment committee investments are used also. Department of the Tender. So there are several ones. So lots count. This means that if the road is too long or too big, the tender is a very big amount, it can be divided into lots. As this one is a small road, so there is only one lot, and it's not shown, not divided into several parts. And this process shows the event, how it goes. The draft, the committee approves the draft, the tender itself. Then it goes to the compliance markers. The technical envelope is attached. All the envelopes are attached. And then we can also set here the event timelines, when it starts, when it ends, when the envelopes will be open, and all the virtual. Yeah. By the way, everything is done virtually, as Mr. Fariz mentioned before. Everything is done online here. And
all these procedures are seen by
every committee member. And every committee member, while entering the portal by his IMSA, he can see all the process, and he can approve to go to the next stage.
So they don't need to come together. The member of the commission, it's not obligatory to come together to do something. They sit in the office, they attend the commission's meeting.
They just need
virtually.
Yeah. So someone can be in London and another one in New York, regardless.
They just need an internet and laptop. Yes.
So we have also for transparency. It's very important. They don't need to meet each other.
Also, we have the QA inside the portal, so that they don't need to use any phone or emails. They can have all the QAs with the buyers and sellers in the QA part. They write the questions and they get the answer just in the portal itself.
And I would like to add in that manner, even the suppliers, they can share their complaints here as well.
It will be later
Why
on.
it is important to have a question and answer here, it has logs, it has history, it has all activities time. So who answered, who responded to this question in how way, all the members they see. It is recorded here. It's a kind of chatting for between suppliers and the buyers.
Here in the event monitor, we can see the process. For example, the preparation, as I told before, the draft, the publishing of the documents. Oh, fine. Okay.
Do you see now it a little bit?
Is it better? Should we enlarge it more? Yeah. And after all the committee members, which, as I told you previously, approve it online without seeing each other, without knowing each other, they just do it from the cabinet itself, from their own cabinet.
Nobody knows who is a member of the commission. Nobody knows.
They don't need to see each other here because they are entering each own committee, each own portal, each own books.
The system allocates all the functions independent.
We can see from here up right top, this is the cabinet of Mr. Wissal.
So only supervisor.
He sees this one, but the same thing can see the other committee member by entering on his own portal. But he won't see what the others done. He can approve himself. They can see the last process that everybody approved, so it's gone to the next process. Here, when all the committee members approve the process, the tender bid, then it's ready to start, and we can go to the event progress. This ongoing and completed means that when it's ongoing, we have 30 days to all the documents being submitted by the sellers. 20 banking days. And when all the documents are submitted and they are reviewed, I'll go to that a little bit later, the process shows completed. Here it shows completed because I'm showing you already the finished bid, finished tender.
I'll add here, like, as you see before, we shared the start date and end date. When the end date is over, deadline is over, the envelopes automatically opens to the members. After that time, they cannot see the papers. They cannot see any proposals. Once, like, deadline is over, in that case, it shows the completed.
This is the time I showed you in the first slide. We can say here the end date. When you put the end date, it's the envelope date. It opens the envelope. So. No. So it's 1 month, more than 1 month here. Yeah, we had Nowruz Bayram. We have several holidays dates. That's why it's a bit more. And some of the tenders were a little bit prolonged because of the sellers also applied to this portal asking us to prolong for non-working days. They had some time. They needed some time to get the bank guarantees.
Yes.
10 days, more than 10 days.
We need to take it into account.
Yes. So the next one. Evaluation process. It means when the documents are ready and all the documents are submitted, they all are being revised by the committee members. Each of them revise these documents and give their own opinion and approve them or just disregard them. So when all the documents are approved, the technical evaluation is made. And also it's ready for the commercial evaluation. All the committee members approve the readiness readiness of the committee to make the final evaluation.
But here, the important thing is, like, when we gave the weights before, in terms of qualifications, in terms of technical, the system automatically defines first according to these weights, first, second, third, but evaluation it's done by the members. But the system helps us to see that according to the price offered, who is the first, who is the second, according to the technical experience, etc., who is the best. It calculates all of that, and based on that, it gives average, first, second, and third place.
So, and as a continuing to Mr. Farid's words, we can show you the executive summary, which goes to this road that we see in the beginning, and all the points given to the companies. For example, in this project, all 3 companies were attending, and they had the technical envelope part, the commercial part. One of them got more than 56% for the technical part and 27% for the envelope part, out of 30 and out of 70. So totally it got 83%. The second one had 89% and 78%. So the winner was here in the Protein construction, and here we can see all the details, more detailed part of their weight and the calculations. And
even here we can show the details that who gave like.
This is where I would like to show the details. So the evaluation summary. It has the page where the information about the project is given. Its estimated amount. The currency is Azerbaijani manat. And then we have all the documents provided by the companies. So this is the part where tender committee members view all the documents. For example, this is the information about their taxes. They can also download, see all the documents provided by the sellers, and give their approval or disapproval on this document. So all the documents are viewed here online, and after that, according to these documents, in this part, the evaluation summary, the points are given to the company, and as a result, the company that gets the maximum points can win the bid. And after this process also done, it comes to the final stage. In the final stage is when all the sellers, even the winners and even the ones that didn't win, get the notification. They all get the notification that they won or they didn't win the tender. Yes, automatic. Yeah. And after that process, the one that gets the notification of winning the bid, they start the signing process of the contract, and online the signing is also done online. Yes.
When the successful bidders are getting notified that they were not selected, are they also provided the reasons for not selection? Or they can request it?
They can request the reasons. They can also complain, as Mr. Fariz already previously noticed. The reason, for example, first of all, will be shown anyway. The reason is shown. All the results are given, that how much they get the percentage, and all the reasons of the documents, maybe they had a problem and so on. It's explained. Also, they can complain, as mentioned before. They can complain. They have 10 working days to submit their complaints, and 1 working day for us, for a buyer, to reply to this complaint and explain. Give the explanation to all the complaints and questions.
In the final summary, actually here there is a good line. If you go
Down.
down here. As you see here, there is a final score and system score. As we said, like, it's a KPI, it is measurable. For example, if we say 1,000 manat, if it's above 1,000 manat, it's good for us, or if it's less than 1,000. System defines according to these, what we say. If we don't have such kind of KPIs, for example, it's very difficult to give such kind of KPI. The person must define in terms of looking at the papers, etc. In that case, you see like there is system score and final score. Criteria weight.
No.
In that case,
From here we can see The criteria weight, for example, for this document, the criteria
It's a
weight is
percentage.
22%. 22 is overall is 22% of overall 70%. So he gets only 93. So he doesn't get the whole 22, but about 20, for example.
Ben şöyle geleyim. Başka ne yaptı?
So, and that's all mainly the process. In the end, they get the notification, they get the sign the process, the contract, sorry, and
Yes, like for, as you see that there is a prize 100% and the final score for,
in this case, system also scored.
yes, system also scored for that one because we wanted the system score in terms of the price for the quote.
the contract is not shown, but the information is given that such a contract was signed with such a company at this time. Mr. Farid showed you in the beginning, and this is the notification given in the end of the process.
And plus the system is integrated to several state information systems, Ministry of Taxes, ID card system, and it is integrated to some banks in order to get, we don't want to get any document as a paper from the suppliers. We want to have everything online, like more data-driven system rather than uploading and upload. In that case, we will get the most information because once one bidder, the supplier, they have been participating in the system, next time they will be able to have their documents and they will have all their past activities in the system. They can use it later on as well.
It's also easy and faster to get the information.
Thank you so
Provide.
much. If you
Thank
have
you
any
for attention.